Hello everyone, welcome back to ng.classes. I hope you all like my previous video, and if it helped you, please do subscribe my channel. And yes, if you want me to discuss any other topic, please comment in the comment box. So today we are going to discuss comparing quantities. Here we will discuss how to compare two different quantities with the help of concept of ratio and the concept of percentage. So one by one we will discuss in detail the concept of ratio as well as the concept of percentage. Apart from that, here we will discuss the concept of compound interest as well. So at first we will discuss the concept of ratio. Now what is this ratio? Ratio means nothing but just a fraction. Suppose I am having a fraction 2 by 3. In ratio form we can write it as 2:3. This colon sign we call is 2 in ratio. Here this numerator is representing a quantity and this denominator is representing another quantity. So suppose I am having a straight line AB. I want to compare this straight line. So definitely I need one more straight line. At least we need two different things or quantities to do the comparison. Now here we are having straight line AB, straight line PQ and straight line ST. Here I can do the comparison between the length of the straight line AB to length of the straight line PQ, or I can do the comparison between length of a straight line AB to length of a straight line ST. Anyway, any two straight line I will take and easily I can do the comparison between the length. Now one more thing we need to be careful while doing the comparison. We have to compare two same things. That means I can compare length with length, breadth with breadth, height with height and area with area. Okay, so if I am comparing the length of the straight line AB to length of the straight line PQ, I can write it as 5:8. Now the way we do the cancellation in fraction, here also we can do the cancellation. But 5 and 8 don't have any common factor, so we can't cancel it and the answer will be 5:8 only. Now if I have to compare the length of the straight line PQ to length of the straight line ST, I can write it as 8:11. Now be careful, at first I will write 8 centimeter, then only I will write 11 centimeter. If you are writing opposite 11:8, this ratio will represent the ratio of ST is to PQ. Now suppose we are having two rectangles ABCD and PQRS. Here the length of rectangle ABCD is given as 4 cm and breadth is 3 cm. And for PQRS length is given as 7 cm and breadth is 4 cm. Now here I can compare the length of the rectangle ABCD to length of rectangle PQRS. Okay, length with length. Or I can compare breadth of the rectangle ABCD, that means 3 cm, to breadth of rectangle PQRS, that is 4 cm. Or we can compare area of the rectangle ABCD. Suppose this one is area 1. 2, I can compare it with area of the rectangle PQRS. Suppose this one is A2. Now what will be area of the rectangle ABCD? It will be 3 times 4, right? Which means 12 centimeter square. And what will be the area of the rectangle PQRS? It will be 7 times 4. That means 28 centimeter square. So area of the rectangle 1 is to area of rectangle 2. It will be 12 is to 28. Now the way we do the cancellation in fraction, same way we will do cancellation over here. So our answer will be 3:7. Okay, now we will solve few questions from NCERT. So our question is, find the ratio of speed of a cycle, that is 15 km per hour, to speed of a scooter, that is 30 km per hour. So we have to write the ratio between speed of cycle to speed of scooter. Now be careful what is mentioned at first in the question, speed of a cycle. So at first we need to write the speed of cycle, that means 15 is to, after that what is written, speed of scooter. So speed of a scooter we have to write, that means 30. Now do the cancellation. We will get 1:2, right? And this is the ratio between the speed of a cycle to speed of a scooter. Okay. Now our next question is, find the ratio of 50 paise to 5 rupees. So while writing the ratio, at first we need to check that both the unit has to be same. Here the first amount is given in paise and the second one is given in rupees. So I need to make it same. Either I will keep both in paise or I need to keep both in rupees. So I am keeping both in paise. So 50 paise is already there. 5 rupees, if I will write in paise, it will be rupees 5 will become 5 times 100 paise, right? It means 500 paise. Now the ratio between 50 paise to 500 paise we will find. 50 is to 500. Now do the cancellation. We will get 1 is to 10. Okay. And now we will discuss the concept of percentage. Now what is percentage? Here this per means for every and this cent means 100. So percentage means for every 100. Suppose we are having 25%. We can write it as 25 by 100. If we are having 35%, we can write it as 35 by 100. Now recall the way you get the marks. Your teacher must have represented the marks like this only. Out of 100, if you got 25, it will be written in the numerator. Here, if you are getting 35, out of 100, 35. Okay. One more thing we are getting from here, that to remove the percentage sign, we have to divide a number by 100. And if we want to convert a number in percent, we have to multiply the number by 100. We will understand this one with the help of one question. So our question is, convert 3:4 into percentage. Now we have to convert this 3:4, that means 3 by 4 in percentage. So to remove the percentage sign, divide a number by 100, and to bring the percentage sign, multiply it by 100. So just multiply this number by 100 and we will get 75%. And this is our answer. And now we will discuss increase or decrease in percentage. We will understand this one with the help of one example. So our question from NCERT is, a man got 10% increase in his salary. If his new salary is 1,54,000, find his original salary. So here the increase in percentage is given, which is 10, and after that the value is 1,54,000. So there was some original salary which got increased to 10%, and then we are having 1,54,000 as a new salary. So let original salary be X. Okay. Now our original salary increased to 10%. So original is there and then it got increased to 10% of itself. Okay, this is what mentioned in the question. All right, now this is equals to the new salary, that is 1,54,000. Okay, and now from here we need to find the value of X. It means the original salary. So find it. So we'll get the value of X here is equals to 1,40,000. And this is the original salary. This question directly we can solve like this as well. Suppose we are having the original salary as X. Now it got increased to 10%. So 100% of the salary is already there and 10% more. It means now the total percentage in percentage, the total value I am having 110. Okay, by 100. And this is now 1,54,000. And from here also you will get the value of X as 1,40,000. So any process you can follow, either the first one or directly the second one. At last you will get the same answer. Okay. One more question we will solve from increase or decrease in percentage. So our question is, by what percent rupees 2,000 less than rupees 2,400? And also find by what percent rupees 2,400 is more than rupees 2,000. So for the first section we need to find by what percent 2,000 is less than. So less percent we need to find for the first one, and for the second one we need to find by what percent 2,400 is more than 2,000. Okay, whether we have to find the less percent or we have to find the more percent. At first we will find the difference between the two numbers. So here the difference between 2,000 and 2,400 will be 400, right? Now the percentage. So since we want to find by what percent 2000 is less than 2400, so in numerator we will write the difference, and in denominator we will write the bigger value. So in between this 2000 and 2400, which one is the bigger value? This 2400 is larger than 2000, right? So we will write 2400. So see, whenever we have to find less percent, we will take the bigger value. Okay, now in 200 we'll give the percentage, and here we will get 16.67 percentage. Okay, now we'll find the more percent. For more percent also, at first we need to find the difference between the two. So find the difference between the two. It will be 400 only, because we are having the same numbers. Now percentage we need to find, but here we need to find the more percent. So for more percent, in numerator we will write the difference only, that is 400, and in denominator we will write the smaller value. So in between 2400 and 2000, which one is the smaller? Simple, 2000 is the smaller one. We will write here 2000 in 200. Now see, here more percentage is asking, so I have taken the smaller value, the lesser value. Okay, and here we will get 20%. Now see, both the percentages are different. Less percent is 16.67, more percent is 20%. So both the percentages will never be same, even if you are comparing two same numbers. Okay. Now one more way is there to keep it in mind, that is whatever percentage it is asking, after than whatever value will come, that value you will keep in the denominator. So difference you have to find for either less percent or more percent. Okay, but in denominator which value you will keep? So after than whatever number is coming, that number will go in the denominator. Here for the first case, after than 2400 is coming, so I have written 2400 in the denominator. Okay, and for the second case, after than what is coming? 2000 is coming. That's why I have kept 2000 in the denominator. So this way also you can recall it if you get confused. And now we will discuss how to calculate percentage discount. In our day-to-day life, we always see discount of 20% or discount of 30% in shopping mall or in supermarket. So how to calculate this discount percent, we will understand with the help of one question. So our question from NCERT is, during a sale, a shop offered a discount of 10% on the mark price. This mark price is the price labeled on the product. Any product contains some labeled price. That price is called mark price. What the shopkeepers do, they take some extra amount on cost price and then label it as mark price. This is called mark price. Sometimes they sell the product on the mark price only, and sometimes they give discount on the mark price. So in this question, there is a discount of 10% on the mark price only of all the items. During sale, there is a discount of 10% on all the items. What would a customer have to pay for a pair of jeans marked at rupees 1450, 1450, and two shirts marked at rupees 850 each? We'll calculate the total amount the customer have to pay. Now for the pair of jeans, mark price is rupees 1450. On this mark price, the customer is getting 10% of discount. So 10% of the customer is getting on this mark price. This one we will solve the way we have done the decrease percent or increase percent. So 100% of this mark price is there. In that 100%, they are giving 10% off. It means 10% we need to decrease it, and that will give the amount the customer need to pay. So directly we will find here into 90 by 100. When you will solve it, you will get the value. So for a pair of jeans, the customer will pay 1305. Mark price was 1450. After getting the discount, he will pay 1305. Similarly, we will find for the shirts as well. So first shirt, the price will be 850 for each shirt. Okay. And the person is buying two shirts. So into two at first we need to find. That is rupees 1700. On this 1700, the person will get 10% of discount, because there is a discount of 10% on each and every product. Okay, so 1700 into 90 by 100. When we will find the value, it will be rupees 1530. Now what is the total amount the customer is paying? Total amount he is paying is equals to 1305 plus 1530, which is rupees 2835. So now we will discuss the concept of compound interest. You already know what is simple interest. Here we will calculate simple interest and then we will calculate compound interest. And after that we will compare what's the difference between simple interest and compound interest. So let's calculate simple interest at first. For the first year, which means at first we will take the time as 1 year. Okay. Then we will take time as a 2 year. And after that we will take time as a 3 year. Principal and rate I have taken same for 1 year, 2 year and for 3 year. So let's calculate simple interest. What's the formula? P into R into T by 100, right? Calculate it, you will get 1500 for 1 year. Now for directly, if you will calculate simple interest for 2 year, you will get 3000. It means if I am going to pay interest directly after 2 year, it will be 3000. 1500 for the first year and 1500 for second year. Now for 3 year, what will be simple interest? It will be 4500. You calculate and check it, okay? It means I am paying 1500 for first year, 1500 for second year and 1500 only for third year. Now let's calculate compound interest. Let me show you what's the difference. When we will calculate compound interest for the first year, by applying the same formula, we will get principal into rate into time by 100. We will get 1500 only. So if I am going to pay interest for 1 year, I have to pay either it is simple interest or compound interest. 1500 only I'll pay. Okay. Now for second year, our principal will change. It will not be 10,000 for compound interest case. Here principal will become 10,000 plus this interest of the first year, that is 1500, which means principal will be 11,500. Now on this principal we have to calculate the interest. So more principal, more interest we will get. Here for the second year, if I'll take the time period as 1 year and will apply the formula, that is principal into rate into time by 100. Here we will get interest as at the rate of 15% only. When you will calculate, you will get interest as 1725. So for the first year we are paying 1500, but for the second year we have to pay 1725. Now for the third year, our principal will be the previous principal, that is 11,500 plus interest, that means 1725. When you will add it, you will get the principal as 13,225. Now for this case also, we will take the time period as 1 year, and when you will apply the same formula, principal into rate into time by 100, at the rate of 15%, it will be compound interest is equals to 1983.75. Now see the difference between simple interest and compound interest. For the first year we got simple interest as 1500. For the second year as well, we got the simple interest as 1500 only. After each and every year for simple interest, we have to pay interest as 1500 only. But the compound interest will keep on increasing as our principal is increasing. Got the difference between simple interest and compound interest? And now the way we are having a formula for simple interest, same way we are having a formula for compound interest as well. Now for compound interest, we are having a formula to calculate amount. Now if you want to calculate only compound interest, you have to subtract principal from it. So the formula for amount is principal in bracket 1 plus rate by 100 bracket close whole power n. Here P is the principal, R is the rate, and n is the time period. Now if we want to calculate only compound interest will be amount minus principal. Okay. Now the first one is the formula where the compound interest will be compounded annually. For that, if we will calculate the compound interest or we will calculate amount, this formula, the first formula we will apply. Now what if when the rate compounded half yearly? When in the question it will be mentioned that the rate is compounding half yearly, then we have to slightly change the formula. That means the formula for this case will be principal in bracket 1 plus R divided by 2 by 100 whole power twice of n. So this is the formula when the rate compounded half yearly. Now see what changes I have done here. Here rate in the question will be given, suppose 10% per annum. But at last it is mentioned in the question that rate is compounding half yearly. So we have to calculate the interest after each and every 6 months or half year. This 10% we have to divide by 2, then only this per annum. This is for 1 year, okay? And when we will divide it by 2, then we will have our half yearly rate. This is the half yearly rate. And the time period, if it is asking for 1 year, we have to multiply 1 with 2. It means in 1 year we are having 2 half years or 2 6 months. Every time we will multiply time period with 2 so that we can divide it in half yearly part. Okay. Now let's solve your question from NCERT. So our question is, Fabina borrows rupees 12,500 at 12% per annum for 3 years at simple interest, and Radha borrows the same amount for the same period at 10% per annum, compounded annually. Who pays more interest and by how much? Let's solve it. So here the first part of the question is talking about Fabina, who borrows rupees 12,500 at 12% per annum for 3 years at simple interest. Okay. So here principal is given as 12,500. Rate is given as 12% and time period is given as 3 years. Now we need to calculate the simple interest for Fabina. So simple interest will be P multiplication with R multiplication with T by 100. Calculate it. It will be rupees 4,500. Okay. Now the another part says Radha borrows the same amount. What's the amount? 12,500 only. For the same period, it means the time period is also same. Here I am going to calculate for Radha. This is for Fabina. And here I am going to calculate for Radha. Here we have to calculate compound interest. Okay, so calculate the amount at first, that is principal 1 plus rate by 100 whole power n. Calculate it. It will be rupees 16,637.5. Okay, now this is the amount we got. Compound interest will be amount minus principal. So subtract principal from the 16,637.5. So our compound interest will be 4,137.5. Now, who pays more interest and by how much? Who is paying more interest? Simple interest is 4,500. Compound interest is 4,137.5. Clearly, Fabina is paying more interest due to the rate. Okay, her rate is 12%. That's why interest she is paying more than Radha. How much more? Just subtract it. Fabina's part, that is 4,500, minus Radha's part, that is 4,137.5. After subtracting, you will get rupees 362.5. And this is our answer. So simple it was, right? We have just followed the instruction and we got the result. Okay, now we'll do the second question. That is, Vasudevan invested rupees 60,000 at an interest rate of 12% per annum, compounded half yearly. So this is the rate per annum for 1 year, but it is compounding half yearly. What amount he get after 6 months? Here principal is given as 60,000. Rate is given as 12%. But since the rate is compounding half yearly, we will take R by 2. Okay, that means 6%. And it is asking for 6 months. Time period for the first case is 6 months. This time period we will always keep in year. So here 6 months I can write it half year. When you will divide 6 by 12, you will get half year. So always we will keep the time period in year. Now apply the formula for amount. It will be principal 1 plus R by 2 by 100 power twice of n. This is the formula when the rate is compounding half yearly. Substitute the values and our amount is rupees 63,600. Similarly, we will calculate for the second case. Amount will be 60,000 in bracket 1 plus 6 by 100 twice n. It means 1 year. Already the time period is given in year. No need to convert. It will be 2 times 1. That means 2 only. When you will calculate it, you will get the value as rupees 67,416. Okay. One more question we will do from compound interest, and our question is, the population of a place increased to 54,000 in 2003 at the rate of 5% per annum. Find the population in 2001. What was the population in 2001? And it got increased to 54,000 in 2003 at the rate of 5% per annum. Now you need to understand, when the population is increasing, it will not increase like a simple interest, because simple interest is increasing same amount each and every year. Is it possible that same population is increasing each and every year? No. We will always apply compound interest formula when we are dealing with a question related to population, or when we are dealing with the question where count of bacteria is increasing. In such scenario, we will always use compound interest formula. So now find the population in 2001. At first, let the population in 2001, it was X. Now at 5% per annum, it got increased and became 54,000. The amount became 54,000. So for the first one, it was X 1 plus rate. At what rate of? At 5% per annum by 100. After how many years? From 2001 to 2003? 2 years, right? So after 2 years, it became 54,000. This is our expression. Now from here, we have to calculate the value of X. So we will get the value of X as 48,979.59. Okay. Now this was the population in 2001. Now the second question is asking what would be the population in 2005. So in 2005, what will be the population when in 2003 the population is 54,000? We will calculate it by applying the compound interest formula, that is population in 2005. It will be, what we are having the population in 2003, it is 54,000. As a principal we are using, in bracket 1 plus R is 5 by 100 and whole power from 3 to 5. So what's the time period? It's 2 years. When we will calculate it, we will get 59,535. So in 2003, population is given as 54,000. We have calculated 2 years back, that means 2001 population, and also we have calculated the population for 2005, 2 years ahead of 2003. I hope the whole concept on comparing quantities are clear to you. Thanks for watching the video.